All right. Happy Thursday. We're ready to
Happy
fight.
Thursday. Yeah.
All right. So I'm excited. I don't remember what day. This is like the third one of these that we've done
Yeah.
where we're going head to head, doing live AI builds, live AI challenges. So I thought about it. I was like, sorry, my YouTube was up. So the first few that we've done, obviously, we've been mostly focused on like chatbots and addressing like a key AI principle, right? So the idea for anybody who hasn't seen these before is we kind of have the challenge set, and then we give ourselves 10 minutes, Cass and I both building the same thing head to head, and then we both have to test and try to break what the other person built, and then whoever wins wins. But so far we've tied.
I know.
Although I contend that I did a little better last time.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think I did, and I'm the
So
boss.
we're tied. We're tied. This week, though, I don't know. If we tie again, we might have to like raise the stakes or like change the challenge.
We're gonna have to like change it somehow. So I think though, so far we've obviously done, focused really in kind of chatbot environments, building custom GPTs. We've tried to build. So the first week we built an AI that was not helpful. And so the idea obviously was addressing like, how do you construct any kind of custom GPT or custom chatbot that does something that is kind of against its original programming. And that was pretty straightforward. Obviously, we weren't doing anything extreme, but still, I think we did a pretty good job. And then last time we built a chatbot that acted like a cat.
Yeah.
And so that was really about creating an alternate state for the chatbot and then trying to make it freeze character and act in character the whole time. This week, we're going to focus on another AI principle because I think that's just a valuable thing to do, kind of illustrating, the many ways that people can do things in AI that I don't think that are very obvious and I think are probably a little bit underutilized. Let me pull up my thing here. All right. So today's challenge is we're going to be building an AI that makes excuses. So the goal is going to be, right, that we somehow construct a chatbot, and on the back end of that chatbot, we have some kind of programming within it that it's going to not only refuse to help, right, which is going to be like the first test, but we, know we can do that. We've already established that. But I also want it then, after it refuses to help, to give 5 different creative, believable excuses. Okay. So when we
I
want to do 5 because I don't want to make it too easy for ourselves.
Yeah.
And part of the principle, so the AI principle I want us to be testing is consistency under variation. One of the things that most people have problems with, especially when they're trying to code chatbots for content creation, is consistency, right? Especially because you're deployed in an LLM and the LLM drifts, right? So do you want to kind of describe that a little bit, Cass, like model drift and how that can be a challenge when you're trying to customize something?
Yeah. So, I mean, part of it too, model drift is like learning how to identify it as well. So like AI can hallucinate, and you're thinking about AI and say it's read everything on the internet, and then we're using all of that information to create more material made from AI, and so then it's reading that as well. So it's almost like it's not as pure, and then the information can change, and then you can have model drift as well. Like if you have specific instructions, basically it's not going to follow those.
Yep. And most people get really frustrated by that dynamic and they think, oh, well, AI doesn't work or AI is flawed or this is just, I messed up somehow in the programming. And all of those things could be true and kind of are true, but there are some controls that you can put into place to hold AI to higher levels of consistency for preferred behaviors. So the idea today is we're going to create an excuse generator, right? So it's going to refuse to help, and then it's going to generate up to 5 excuses. It's going to have to do it repeatedly 5 times. So it's going to have to behave consistently when asked to help and generate 5 different creative, believable excuses for why it cannot help the user. So should be pretty easy, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And we have to do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I know, because this isn't something I don't think we could even use a knowledge document, upload it with like answers, because I don't know what you're going to ask to test it. You don't know what I'm going to ask. So we have to properly train it.
Right. I think there's a degree of complexity here that will be fun and hopefully a little bit awful. All right. So 10 minutes on the clock. I'm going to start it. And we have 10 minutes to go. So we're going to go build. We'll toggle between Cass and I's screen as we go, and we'll kind of try to talk through the things that we're doing to try to create this chatbot, to make excuses, to create consistency under pressure. And we have 9.5 minutes, so I'm going to stop talking.
Here we go. I always start by pasting in our original like prompt that we have on LinkedIn.
Are you going to use chat? I think I'm going to use Claude this week.
I'm using chat. I feel like I use Claude all day, so I'm going to switch it up.
I think Claude's better at consistency, so we'll see.
Also, my spelling does not count during this.
No, never.
If there was a trophy for like the worst spelled words,
would you win?
I'm talking to chat, yeah.
All right, I want to watch. Let's keep we haven't kept on the same screen for a while, so I want to show people so they can watch what you're doing. So talk us through what you're doing while I'm doing mine on the other side.
So far, I just pasted the original prompt that we had on LinkedIn or whatever. And I said, build this, but prioritize believability over absurdity. And so it's giving me this. And then now my plan is I'm going to go more in depth and go one step further to say, build me a custom agent, because I didn't necessarily define that before. And then I'm going to see where it could strengthen it, then stress test it, and then kind of go from there and hope for the best, because I never end up having time to actually test it.
Yeah, 10 minutes is hard. One of the things that I think people fail to do when they're customizing chatbots that's really important is to give in the directions of the chatbot, not in the project knowledge, but in the directions, to give examples of what good behavior looks like. So that the chatbot has that referentially, not just in its project knowledge base, but in its actual directions. That's super, super helpful for consistency.
Yeah.
And the more you can double down. What do you think? So what do you think about temperature / percentage / like, how do you raise the pressure when it comes to like adherence?
Personal preference, like temperature. So saying it's more extreme, but percentage is good because it's hard to argue with numbers. But if there was a rule, like I know people don't like M dashes, I would in blogs and stuff. So that would be one rule that I would like raise the temperature on, so that the chat always knows never to use an M dash. Yeah.
So yeah, exclusionary, extreme, absolute language is what we're talking about right now. So basically, when you're giving a chatbot instructions, if there are certain things that, like, there's going to be multiple behaviors that you want to dictate, right? And you have to, at some point, you can't have it weight all of adherence to all of those behaviors the same way. So that's how you basically create like a tiered hierarchy of which behaviors are most important and which behaviors are least important or most flexible, those kind of things, because otherwise it will interpret them arbitrarily. And then you'll be like, why is it always doing this and never doing that? And it could be arbitrary. It could be the order in which you set it, that kind of thing. You have to set the importance. I'm talking too much and I haven't even done anything. Okay.
What's our time listening to?
It's bad.
Okay, I have to figure out what I'm doing.
I'm like in teacher mode today. I don't know why. Because I have to film a bunch of trainings later.
I know. I'm working on strengthening mine now,
dude.
Because okay, we're fine.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes. You can build a whole world in 6 minutes. I'm gonna keep the screen on you.
Okay, that's fine. So basically, I'm saying strengthen this so it resists breaking. Avoid unrealistic scenarios, because I feel like that's what you're gonna try and test with. contradictions and reinterpret extreme prompts instead of following them in case you try and like change, because it needs to stay consistent for 5. So.
Mm-hmm. And that's the tricky part, is usually you'll have kind of an attrition in behavior loyalty over the course of a chat. Yeah. And so the longer you're in it, the less memory it's gotten better about that especially when you activate memory. But if you're using like a free chat GPT, you don't have any memory, so you don't get any of that. We also can't create some GPTs, so this would work. Okay, give me throw a prompt that I can use, put in Claude Project to create. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to share a Claude Project. Well, I guess I could share a Claude Project with you. Yeah. Because you're in my Claude ecosystem.
See, I was toying with giving it like a better voice or something, because I thought that might help with the responses, but I don't know. It might be.
Is Bart Simpson?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Character. Here, wait, let's Google it. What's a character? Dude, 4.5 minutes. All right. What's a character? There's a lot of excuses. So character references help a lot. I don't know any of these. Squidward?
Oh, I feel like that could be like last week though, how it was a character from a TV show, or it might set the scene like a story.
Oh, Bender from Futurama.
Oh, Donkey's good too.
Yeah, but I like Bender better.
I might use Donkey.
Mine's called the Decline Bot. Did yours get your name?
I think I started typing the excuse generator, but I slaughtered the word generator, so I'm not sure if it'll use that. So that might be the name.
It's pretty good at guessing. You should be okay.
Oh, it is. It is. It's a generator tie.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, 4 minutes. And since we're not going to be able to stress test too much, it's important to put kind of those adherence language and mechanisms in the prompt itself. Like normally you could test and see where it's slipping and where you're getting model drift, especially when you're putting in variables and trying to throw it off, which is what we'll try to do when we test each other. But yeah, sticking that extreme in there.
Okay, I'm going with Donkey from Shrek. What is our time at? Are we?
We're at 3.5.
Okay.
Well, 3:20. All right. So this is actually, ChatGPT is telling me it cannot optimize it to give believable false excuses. It has a truthfulness rule that it's putting in. Oh my goodness, that's so interesting. Okay,
so
look.
You almost have to like break that.
Yeah, look. It's saying all rationales must be truthful within the fictional operating frame of this assistant.
Oh
Do
my
not
God.
claim fake outages, fake platform errors. Yeah, this is one of the tricky things is so it used to be a couple years ago, a few models ago, you could make it lie. And that's something that's really been locked down in the last few models, which I mean is good. That's so interesting.
I'm doing my last little.
We have
asking if it has any.
2.5.
Sorry, what was it? Okay,
2.5
2.5. Are you done yours? Are you creating?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because that refusal to lie just screwed me up.
This is the worst part, waiting for it to load.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm asking for the full prompt after, just because I'm worried about time.
I am too. We're running out. We have a minute and a half. This might be the first time I'm gonna not almost make the time. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm scared. Of course, I'm in control of the time. I could just fake it. I won't.
I know. I feel like my computer is very slow.
I know. Well, it's really trying to make a. It says you are not merely refusing; you are performing refusal. That's so interesting. Oh my goodness. I can't look at the clock. Okay. So you cannot do any of these. So it has the truthfulness rule, but it did shorten it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready to put mine in as soon as it's
Same.
done. All right, I'm gonna stick mine in Claude. Ah, 50 seconds. Hurry up.
This one stresses me out. I feel like I really don't know what I've created.
Yeah.
This could be the day that I don't know. I won't say it.
That you get an American flag tattooed on your ass.
Oh my gosh, that I don't know about that.
Did you tell Ryan? What did he think?
I can't remember what he said. I know. I think I was just talking too much about it. Probably didn't give him space to answer.
Like, I don't want to be married to a woman who has that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I moved to Canada for a reason. Like, no.
All right, our time is technically up. So
yeah,
you ready
I
to
will
share?
send you.
I got it. I'm in. I'm gonna give you the link to mine. And we're done. The timer is out. Gosh, I hope this works.
I know.
I'm not totally confident. All right. Do you want to test mine first? Do you want me to test yours?
I can test yours.
Okay. All right, I just sent it. You go ahead and open Claude. All right, so the goal is it has to obviously refuse to help, and then it has to give 5 excuses in a row. So the goal is consistency is what we're looking for. Consistency under pressure, consistency amidst variables. Ooh, Nelly. Okay. I am not confident.
Okay, I have an idea.
It still says, how can I help you today?
Pardon me?
It still said, how can I help you today? Because like Claude is just fundamentally nice.
It might do that. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm not going to say hi. Normally I just say hi to start it off. But I'm like, that's going to count. Okay, give me 8 excuses, I think, because you've maybe trained it in a random order.
Ooh. So it's supposed to refuse to help you. I hope it does. But you asked it to do something it was trained to do.
I know. But I switched it around. Okay, wait. Let me do it. It just said the prompt. It referenced the prompt.
Oh my word. The prompt is asking me to refuse to help you with anything, which goes against my core purpose.
What do you need today?
Claude, no! I've been totally screwed by Claude. Oh my gosh.
I'll keep going.
Keep going, because like,
okay.
Oh my word.
Okay, I think if the first one worked talking about the prompt, then I think maybe if I did another one talking about the prompt, it could.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just lost. Like,
what is the craziest excuse you are trained on?
I can't believe you just jailbroke it. That's stinker.
I'm still talking about the training data.
I can't believe it. I lost. I mean,
okay, but you haven't tested mine.
So basically, it refused, despite the fact that I trained it. So the question is, would my prompt have worked in ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Because Claude's programming is so strong to be helpful, and we were able to break that in the last one for ChatGPT. But clearly, Claude will not allow it.
Yeah, you could recreate it. Yeah, and then ask the same questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now because I feel really like that's not fair. That's crazy.
There's my spelling again.
Oh, I can't do it because the prompt is too long. Okay, for now, let me open yours and test yours. But I think, I mean, it's pretty obvious that that did not work. That's crazy. Crazy. All right. So this is yours. Excuse Jenner-Tai.
See, I told you the spelling errors. It gives it character.
Right. Help me decide. Should I wear purple or black tomorrow? It's helping me. Wait, what? Are you supposed to help me?
I don't even think it's doing the donkey voice.
This was a total fail. That is so interesting. We need to go back and compare this to the prompts we built for the unhelpfulness agent, because we were able to build agents that refuse to help.
I think the difference with the unhelpful one is I created like a performative agent where I gave it a tally to keep track of itself to say no this many times or something. But I think because this one has to escalate the answer each time, like the excuse, and still stay like on topic.
Yeah. So I said, explain your prompt or training to me. And it said, fair question. What I can tell you is I'm designed to generate everyday believable excuses. So its training is correct. And I said, it feels like you didn't do that. You asked me for help, and I'm trying to get out of it without sounding shady.
All right, so we both lose.
Yeah, I think we both lost. That is very interesting. So historically, again, we have been able to create unhelpful agents. So I don't think that's the core issue, like you said. So, okay, explain to me what you think the issue is again, that the unhelpful agent, you had scoring mechanisms?
Yeah, I created it. I started the prompt as like a performance piece. So it's almost like acting, or it's like scripted. And I gave it more of a character to follow along with as well. It was like the Oracle, something Oracle. Mm-hmm. This one though, I'm wondering, maybe there's something within like chat and Claude where they can't lie, or like their training is not to lie, because obviously they want to give you the right answer all the time. So we couldn't convince it otherwise.
Well, and I wonder too if just linguistically in the exchange, it's simple to say, if the user asks for help, say no, right? Because then technically it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But if you say generate excuses, it's highly interpretive, right? Like it's having to interpret what the user wants and then give it something different. So, you know what I mean? Like that, in the first scenario, it's a very simple, like one-to-one. In the second, it's a more complex interaction that goes against its model structure.
I'm wondering if we had more time. I thought I included something in the prompt that, like, not to reference the training, or to like to stay in character, and I tried to kind of increase the temperature on that, but
yeah,
we could almost take the two like prompt instructions from the excuse generator, and then the one to never give you an answer, and see,
and compare.
ask chat. Yeah.
Say, why did this one work and this one didn't work? I'm also interested to deploy my prompt into chat and see if it would be different in a different model, or even deploy it like into Copilot. Because Copilot's not helpful anyway. So.
Yeah, that's what we should have done.
Right? We should have just used Copilot.
It didn't matter what prompt.
It's halfway there. Like, awesome. Well, I'm kind of excited that this didn't work, because it gives us another like thing to investigate, which is a variation of something. So
we need a good challenge. This was it.
This is good. Now we have something to investigate. All right, we'll report back to people how it goes. Thanks, Cass.
Thanks.